Boom, go, go. Boom, go.
Uno fam, what's good? I've been reluctant to do this video because of the performance, but finally welcome to the match day review show of Tottenham vs Arsenal. Went down 2-0 to Tottenham at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Yeah, I took a bit of a break, got some other of our residents fan shows in, so I think it's about time I did mine. So yeah, I don't know what to say. It was a disappointing one, From if you break it down, the starting lineup, I think pretty much what you'd go for. I think Willian and Bellerin were a bit doubtful. I think also in the midfield, maybe Xhaka. We should have tried something a bit better or more creative. But other than that, statistically, we played well. We defended all right. The first goal was it was just a peach. What can you say? He hit that thing lacquer, you know what I mean? And it bent so nicely. But I think Leno could have done better. I think it was a bit caught off his line. Defense as well, holding, tracking back. But I get it. Son's quick. He can do something. The second goal was just poor. We should have. The thing is, we should have been able to. The whole thing was to contain them, and Mourinho's tactic was obviously hold back and then counter. And he did that in the last game. Did that this game, and I think we fell into the trap, but there's nothing we could do because they were giving us possession and we played, but we didn't use the possession wisely. So first off, we end up 2-0 down, trying to come back second off. Better performance, I would say. They tried. I think Partey got injured, which was a bit disappointing. There was that whole thing with Arteta, but I honestly don't think he knew the severity of the injury. He couldn't really do anything for the second goal. But yeah, that was Tottenham's luck. I think Mourinho's got them more organized. I think we could have beaten them, to be fair, but we just needed somebody just to change the dynamic of the game, add that creativity, add that flair. I think Bellerin was a bit poor with the crossing. I think our crossing in general was just poor. We're trying to cross to people but not get it, and then we're just trying to send balls into the box. And I think that wasn't working. No shots outside the box. You know, um, Nothing like that. They gave us possession, we just didn't utilize it. They packed the box in, they got big defenders. So we weren't going to get anything through. There were a few chances, don't get wrong, big saves by Lloris. I think the referee was a bit here and there, but still, like either way, they outplayed us. Oh well, they didn't really. They just managed that game well, took their chances. They only had like two chances. I think they had like three or four. Yeah, took two. The first two were goals, and the rest I think it was a good save by Leno, to be fair. Now that I'm thinking back, I'm sorry, it was a few days ago. But yeah, it's it's worrying. But look, I think we as Arsenal fans are going into the game just saying like, you know what, we're going to get the result. Don't worry, it's Tottenham, not London Derby. But I think it's just the performances that we've had before just all just culminate in this performance here because the defense was decent, but our movement from the midfield or transition from defense to midfield was just poor. We weren't getting the balls, we weren't getting the final balls, we weren't winning the tackles, we weren't like even if we were, there was the final third just was we didn't know what to do. And the thing is, we don't have an impact player to put on. I think William must try and be that player, maybe. Like, don't start him, just put him as a substitute to come on and change the game. I think hopefully the introduction of Pepe back into the squad will help us. But I don't know. I don't know. It's a lot to break down. But I think, as I said, it's a combination of everything. Our movement, our creativity, our finishing. We're expecting these guys to finish one or two chances and they're not. So do we give them five or six? We need to be able to create that. I think the youngsters have shown potential in the Europa and in the Europa. So I don't know. Maybe we'll give them a chance. I think Lacazette's trying too hard as a number nine slash 10 slash I don't know 6 role, trying to bring the ball back when. To be fair, he should be the one just taking these chances. And I think there's a lot of pressure, a lot of drill change, a lot of tactic changes, but it's not working right now. And you could see it because Mourinho just, to be fair, just chilled, sat back, and did the job. But look, there is progression. To be fair, I think we can't be too angry because this is the same squad that wasn't doing much, and now it's actually all right. But it's still a lot of work. I think midfield needs to change, man. Like Xhaka was just poor. Like he was just poor. Like I don't want to hate on anyone, but he just didn't have a good game. And like even when we track back and stuff, we don't. The other thing is we weren't not physical enough. We should be breaking these dudes. It's a North London derby. Break them. I think Gabriel towards the end did some stuff, trying to school some dudes, out of the fight. And I think the fight, the heart of the passion of the North London derby didn't show that night or that day. And it's just disappointing, And now look where Tottenham is and look where we are. So it's a huge gap. And I think, but I'm saying Mourinho, Arteta has a lot to consider and do. And now he has to obviously we have to lick our wounds and come back strong. We're not out of it, to be fair. We're down there, but like 5, 6 points. These guys lose 2 games, 3 games. We're back in there. We keep winning. The point is we need to win and we need to score. Well, we need to score, which leads to winning. So, defensively we're all right. I think if we just get a bit more compact, don't let our backs overlap so much that they track back and get caught out position will be all right, or have a midfielder that can help that. And I think El Neni is becoming that guy. Even Ceballos, So with Partey coming back in, he holds very physical, and you get these boys just running amongst them. If you're not gonna play with a 10, play with a back three, then play with 3 really good defensive midfielders that have legs. Some El Neni got not creative, you got legs and you got good movement. Partey got physicality, movement, strength, all of the attributes, and then Ceballos also got good movement and a bit of ball control and passing. So, try it. I don't know. It's getting tough now to see the same guys come out and not perform, and they're coming out again week in, week out, i.e. Willian, maybe even Bellerin too. I don't want to hate on that dude. Even Xhaka, like they're playing week in, week out, not perform. Aubameyang, Lacazette, maybe it's time to just try something out. I hate it, but at the end of the day, we want to see our team thrive, and the confidence is low right now, and we just need a win, to be fair. But yeah, that's the pretty much the Tottenham review show. Went down 2-0 at the Tottenham Hotspur stage, and nothing more I can say. Credit to them, credit to Mourinho. They handled the game well. We didn't get dominated, to be fair. Statistically, we were up there, but we just didn't take our chances, and they did. That's the end of it. But yeah, big games coming up. I think in the Premier League, you got big next 5 games. So yeah, big performances needed. But as for that, that's me, KEesh from Gunacast SA, the matchday review show for Tottenham to Arsenal. No, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe, and catch us on the next match day. Come on.